What is going on, guys? Griffin here, coming to you with a quick video before I start to get ready to go to work this afternoon. It is about 2:15. I have to be to work at 3, so I'm going to make this quick for you guys. Today we're going to talk about why you should do Amazon merch now and not wait, not put it off, apply now. Okay, so number one, the wait list is long. I applied 2 days ago, and I myself am already getting antsy. I don't want to wait 2 months, but I'm thinking that the wait is still pretty long. That's what most people are saying, that they're not getting in for about 2 months or so, some even 3 or 4. So the wait is long. The longer you put it off, the longer you're gonna have to wait. And I mean, think about it. If you apply now and you start out with 25 designs you can start out with. That'll give you 2 months to learn Photoshop if you don't want to pay $10 to $50 a design. Because I mean, think about it, if you pay even $25 a design times 25 designs, you're throwing out some pretty decent cash just to get started on merch. So you can learn on Photoshop for $10.99 or $9.99 a month right now on Photoshop. You can learn that in easily a month or two. Some people only about a few days to a week learn Photoshop, just depending on how well of a background you have with that in general. But most people only takes a week or two to really learn it and get a hold of it. And so you'll have your week or two for Photoshop. Then you have essentially at the minimum 2 weeks to start making some designs, seeing what people think of them. You can show them to family, friends. If you're in a Facebook group like the Green Room or FBA Rockstars or whatever group you choose, you can get some feedback on them, see if people think how you should tweak it, if you need to tweak it at all, and you can just go from there. And then you're ready to go. So as soon as that account opens up, boom, you can slide those 25, or let's say you even only make 10 just to start out like that. You're still 10 ahead of where you would be if you didn't start anything. So I mean, even though you have to wait, you can still be productive while you're waiting. And number two, the money. The money you can make with merch seems to be, I wouldn't say limitless, because everything has somewhat of a limit, but I mean, the opportunities on merch is just, I mean, it's crazy. You won't have to worry about getting restricted. I mean, obviously there's trademarks. You can't copy people's work. Well, I mean, you can if it's not trademarked. I wouldn't suggest it. That kind of makes you a bad person, if you ask me. But you can pretty much do whatever you want when it comes to merch. You can create any kind of design on merch, and it's just a really easy way to go. All you simply do is you make your design or have someone make your design, and Amazon literally does the screen printing for you. They have the t-shirts for you, and they ship for you. That's why you just collect a small royalty. Like, I think if you sell a shirt for $19.99, you collect like a I think it's about $8. I might not be correct on that, but I think you do make about $7 to $8 a shirt whenever you when you charge $19.99, which is like the target price for most shirts, especially with a good design. $19.99 is a good way to go. So you're making $8 a shirt, let's just say 8, and at the minimum, if you have 10 designs, you should be selling probably, I would say, what, at least 5 shirts a day. If you have 10 designs, you should sell at least 5 a day if they're good ones. So you take 5 times 8, that's $40 a day that you're making off of merch. So you take that times a week, 7 days. You just made 200, what is that, right? 280, yeah, $280 that you wouldn't have made if you never got into merch. And you take that times a month, I mean, was that 800, and then you're making over $1,000 a month. I mean, hell, that's rent. That's rent plus bills for some of you. That's a car payment plus rent, maybe, if you have a really cheap car payment. I mean, you're making so much more money, and you're literally not, I mean, you are doing something because you still have to make the designs, but I mean, the average design, you should only spend, maybe if you're new, completely new to this, you should maybe spend on a really good image half an hour max on an image. So for half an hour's of work, Well, you take that times your 10 images. Let's say it takes half an hour times 10 images. That'd be what? 5 hours. For 5 hours of work, you just made $1,000. I think for like the month. I think that's pretty good if you ask me. I mean, and you're literally doing nothing. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about having a screen printer or whatever for the shirts. You don't have to worry about buying the shirts. All you do is collect a royalty for every single shirt that sells. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets if you ask me. That's why I'm so excited for merch. And if you're not excited by that, then you need to check your pulse, because I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's amazing. They're about to start doing, it sounds like they're about to start doing hoodies, tank tops, hats. I mean, so much. Number 3, time. Like I said, the most you should be spending, at the most, realistically, should only be about 10 to 15 minutes once you start getting the hang of this. Some people, like Glenn from Hustler Hacks, a green room member of ours, he said he only spends about, I think, 3 to 7 minutes per design. Now, given he was a graphic designer before, so he has a good background, he knows what he's doing. But for us average Joes even, it should only take maybe 15 minutes once we get a hang of this. And let's say you only want to make a couple designs a day. Let's say you're doing merch completely, pretty much, not full-time, but it's a chunk of your money. Let's say you only want to make 5 designs a day because you do have other responsibilities. Let's say you're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, whatever, and you just have other responsibilities. Let's say you make 5 shirts a day times 15 minutes. That is what? Roughly just over 2 hours out of your day. If you can't afford 2 hours out of your day to make a few designs, then you're not really motivated, to say the least. I don't care what you all say about, oh, well, I have so much going on. So do I. I work a full-time job. I go to the gym for roughly an hour or 2 a day. I am doing multiple YouTube channels now. I am doing the same with reselling. I'm going around on OfferUp, Craigslist, Let Go, buying books, going to book sales. I mean, I'm doing a lot of stuff too. We all have responsibilities. We all only have 24 hours in a day, but it's the ones that are motivated that will make do with what they have. So either you can keep on complaining and keep on living your same life, or you can make some changes to benefit your life in the long haul. Your choice. But anyways, it's a really big time saver because, like I just said, you can make 5 different designs in a day, not even a day, in just over 2 hours. Then you have the rest of your day for whatever responsibilities you have, whatever you're doing in general. Let's say you just make your 5 designs and you just want to kick back for the day, you just want to have a relaxed day. Well, then you can literally just sit there and watch your sales. Now, obviously, the more designs you have, the more sales you're going to have. If you're starting out with just 10 to 20 sales, well, I mean 10 to 20 designs, don't count on hundreds of sales to start pouring in. There's guys, I think Glenn from the Hustler Hacks, he has over 2,700 designs now or something like that. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel below, but he has over, I think it's over, he might be over 3,000 now, who knows. I know he has like a 5,000 limit now, but he has over 2,700 designs, but he's not selling, I wouldn't even say he's selling, and he would probably even back this up, he's not selling each shirt every day. If so, he would be stinking rich. Let's be honest there. 2,700 times about $7 to $8 royalty per shirt. Oh my God, could you imagine that? I mean, it's just not realistic. That's why the more you pump out, the more you're going to make. Now, yeah, you're going to find that one design, few designs that, holy hell, this is doing really good. I'm selling like 5 of this a day. But then you'll have others that you might not sell but 1 a year or 1 a month. Who knows? Just some you might think this looks really, really good, but then the audience doesn't. And then there's one that you think, oh, this isn't going to do very well, but then the audience is like, dude, that's badass. And then somebody shows their friend buys one, then their parents buy one, then it just, boom, it starts blowing up. Everybody starts buying it. You never know. So, yeah, the time aspect and just, I mean, it's literally a $0 startup, essentially. You don't have to take any money. I guess this is another reason. Reason number 3 to do this, Merch by Amazon, is it's literally 0 startup cost. There's no fee to get into Amazon merch. You're not paying for the shirts. You're not paying for the screen printer. You're not paying for anything. You're literally just And well, technically you're paying $10 a month for the Photoshop, or you're paying somebody to make the designs for you. But literally, it's about the smallest startup cost possible to start a business, if you ask me. I think it's its own separate business. Like Amazon FBA is a whole nother ball game. Then you have merch, then you have eBay, then you have Etsy. But merch is literally its own ball game, and I mean, it is just limitless. Like, yeah, $10 minimum startup cost. Max, I would say, if you're paying somebody for literally every design, which I would not suggest, do this on your own. It'll feel much better in the end. Make your own, just learn for that $10.99, $9.99, whatever it is a month, and you'll be so much more happier. So let's say you don't pay a designer, you're literally only having to pay an $10, $11 startup cost for a business that is limitless. And I mean limitless. Go look at Glenn's page, like I said, he'll be in the description below. Dude is making, at the minimum, like $3,000 to $6,000 a month now on merch. And he's still doing eBay, he's still doing FBA. I mean, dude is killing it. When I saw his webinar with Steve Rakin is when I was like, what is this merch stuff? And I started digging in deep, and I can't believe I didn't sign up months ago when I first started doing this. But we live and learn, and that's why I'm bringing this video to you guys. So if you all have never heard of merch before other than in my previous video, or if you still haven't heard about it in general, go out there and do it. But until next time, guys, just keep on making your money and keep on hustling, and the money will come. Just don't make excuses. The more excuses you make, the less you're going to make. I mean, as simple as that. So just keep on going out there and doing it, and I'll see you next time.